Welcome to OWAD today. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the Universal Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some supposedly equestrian age character. And today is Trey. So again, this is a metal made work tool for people. Left side is the metal side. We have been repeated so many times, so I'm not going to repeat myself today. But the mystery, because it's unsolved, and I cannot tell you exactly what that is. According to the dictionary, the right side, of course, is the sound maker. It's tray. Um, Sound the same as this, but this tray means faraway land, or the land at the very border of your domain. So this faraway land, well, the land part we can understand because the bottom is kind of looking like soil symbol, and the soil symbol, repeat a tiny little bit. Um, Two horizontal line, right? The top horizontal line is the ground level, and then we have this vertical thing going down. So it gives you a visual of very generic thing growing in the ground. And then we have the second horizontal line, which is abstract, which is only humans can understand that sort of thing because it's not a depicting of a physically existing thing, but it's a abstraction of conceptualize a pointer at the very tip of supposedly a plant root. So then this pointer give you the sense of in this frame of picture, which is basically just a cross, right? We have the ground and we have something stick in the ground. And then the second horizontal line is to tell you, okay, pay attention to here. And that's what this character is expressing, which is the very tip of the root, which is the surroundings of the root, which is soil. Okay, so soil can be easily converted to land, right? Soil, land, not far away. And then we have the top side, um, four repeated, the top of triangles. And I remember the same depiction of this structure, especially with this top tip like that, in the flower icon. So this is the flower. And the flower is the language of the plant, which got this language thing going, like a human depicting our breath going out to the universe that we can express ourselves. And then here, this four of these triangle looking things are said to be, I mean, according to scholars, the petals of the flowers. So it's multiple layers of petals. In one Chinese is bothered with repeating something with four times, they mean it because normally multitudes of things, two of them, three of them, that's enough. But when it's four of them, is a rare case. So in this case, it's like layers and layers, right? If they repeat the same icon twice again and double time that, it means multitudes of layers of things. And this kind of a pole with a bend on the top. It's said to be the pollen pole. And so why we have a pollen pole on top of the soil? And that means the border of your land. That's a mystery I couldn't solve. And this character also was not pairing, like had the meaning of a dropping, draping. And so, I mean, metal plus draping or dropping, I can get it because that's what hammer is doing. But when it's a border of a land with metal, then that's something it's unresolvable. So that's as far as I can go. The Chinese create this simplified and traditional bowls, render it almost the same, except the traditional still keep the details as the metal on the left side. So that's trait, hammer, something made of metal and something related to faraway land, or the border or the frontier, if you say that, and or dropping, dripping sense. Okay. 垂骨, okay, 垂骨 is a Chinese medical term, actually. It's a medical term translated of malleus, which is one of the three little bones, super sensitive little bones in our ear, and we translate as hammer bone, 锤骨. 秤锤, 秤 is scale. So scale, as seen in the like a justice goddess, would hold that scale thing with a anchor, and then with the stick, and then you have to make sure the two sides are even because one side's weight is known, and by the proportion of the longer side, you can calculate how much is that weight. So this tray, in that sense, is not a hammer anymore. It's the weight used on that scale, the known weight to measure the unknown weight. Okay, 千锤百炼. Again, when you hear Chinese say 千, thousand, and 百, hundred, that simply means many, many. And these two are probably sometimes reversible, but sometimes it's probably give it a sense of one is the in the order of 10 times, and then the other one. So 千锤, 1,000 times hammering it, and 百炼, 100 times putting it in fire to refine it. This 千锤百炼 can be used to describe kind of a skill or something precious for you. You spend a ton of time to work on it and hard work. I guess people who work using hammer to shape a metal piece. So it's a metal on metal, some force exerted on metal is probably the heaviest, I guess, heavy industry back then in equestrian age, when war technology is mostly about the horse and how to equip the horse and the rider or the warrior on the horse. So this hammering probably is the heaviest industry back then. And when you use hammers work, 1,000 times hammering and refine it, put it back in fire, that gives you the sense of this is rigorous tooling of something or shaping of something, and then eventually it's your masterpiece, something like that. So you can use it as 千锤百炼 as your crafted words or any kind of a craft that can be used by 千锤百炼. Okay, 锤地 is a Chinese way to address this actor, Liam Hemsworth, because he's a brother. That's probably a little bit bigger star, first known, and then that's the older brother. So this D is a younger brother. So I don't have space to say younger brother there. But D, Chinese use one word to describe the position of or the age of that brother. And we use 锤地. This is simply this coin term specifically to this person, even if it has nothing to do with hammer, but because his brother played a major role with a major prop of hammer, and that association and relational association made it 锤地 for his name in Chinese. Okay, so here is 锤 hammer. And you can see there are all kinds of hammers. So I guess just like anything, hammer is an abstraction concept for us, and we roughly know how hammers look, but when you unpack it, it's a variety of hammers, and we know the limit of language. We can only represent a tiny bit of what reality in the abstraction of language. Thank you very much for your time. Trade today.